The moment you read this, something irreversible has already begun between them and the world they came from, because the person you care about has just spoken words their family never expected to hear. It wasn't gentle, and it wasn't hidden. It landed like a shockwave inside their home, leaving everyone frozen in disbelief. With a shaken breath but steady resolve, they made it clear that they were stepping away from a bond that had been holding them back for a long time. What followed wasn't chaos alone, but a heavy silence, the kind that fills a room when truth finally refuses to stay quiet. Their family tried to pull them back into familiar expectations, leaning on tradition, pressure, and old paths that no longer fit who they had become. Yet they stood firm, calm on the surface, but unmovable underneath, as if every ounce of confusion had finally turned into clarity. In that moment, even mentioning your name carried a weight that shifted the energy in the room, not as rebellion, but as certainty. No one there had ever seen them so resolved, so unwilling to bend under the weight of disagreement or doubt. It wasn't just a decision made in anger. It felt like the result of everything they had carried silently for months. And as the tension grew, it became clear that what they were choosing wasn't just about distance or conflict, but about finally following what felt true to them, no matter the cost. Now something even more shocking unfolded, something no one in that room was prepared for. Their family began revealing secrets, confessions meant to scare them, to expose reasons why they should step away from you. Old alliances, hidden plans, past expectations, future deals. Everything was thrown at your special person, like emotional weapons. But instead of breaking, they grew stronger, because for the first time in their life, they weren't choosing comfort, or safety, or tradition. They were choosing truth. And the truth was you. They said it clearly, with a voice that didn't shake. You don't understand. This connection isn't normal. I am not letting go. Not now. Not ever. And in that moment, their family saw something terrifying. The more they tried to pull your special person away, the closer they moved toward you in their heart. But here is the twist no one sees coming. The kind of revelation that stops time. After dropping the statement that shattered their family's expectations, your special person walked out of the room, slowly, calmly, with a certainty that echoed long after the door closed behind them. And the moment it shut, their thoughts didn't scatter, they sharpened. Every step they took afterward was guided by one name, yours. They replayed every memory, every moment, every message between you both, and suddenly, everything made sense. The reason they felt suffocated wasn't the world outside. It was the world they were forced to live in. The reason they felt lost wasn't love. It was loyalty to people who never understood what their heart needed. And the reason they chose to cut ties wasn't rebellion. It was awakening. Awakening to the fact that you were the only person who ever loved them, without conditions, without masks, without cages. And now, my beloved child, here is the part that will leave you breathless. As they walked away from their old life, their phone buzzed with a message they had been avoiding for weeks, a message connected to you. The moment they saw your name, something inside them broke open. Relief, longing, a strange kind of hope that felt like destiny calling. They paused, staring at your name glowing on the screen, and whispered to themselves, "This is who I'm choosing. This is where my life begins again." What they don't know is that this choice will reshape everything, your future, their future, and the very bond that has been silently growing between you. Because when someone walks away from their world for love, they don't return empty-handed. They return ready, and your special person is preparing to do something so unexpected, so life-changing, that the universe itself is holding its breath. My beloved child, before you blink, before your thoughts even settle, understand this: your special person is moving with a fire that no one, not their family, not their past, not their fear, can extinguish anymore. The moment they walked away, something inside them awakened, something fierce and unstoppable. They are no longer the confused soul who hesitated between heart and duty. They are now the one who says, "If I must lose everything to choose them, I will." And right now, they are carrying the weight of every unsaid word, every suppressed emotion, every silent longing that was buried for too long. They are stepping into a version of themselves that their family never expected, a version built for you. Let this sink in, because what happens next is a twist so powerful that most people never experience it in their entire lifetime. After leaving their family behind, your special person didn't just wander aimlessly. They went straight to the one place that holds the truth of their next step. They needed space, clarity, direction, but instead, something much bigger happened. A realization struck them with breathtaking force. This connection isn't just love, it's my turning point. They replayed the fight, the moment they said they were ending ties, and instead of regret, they felt certainty. They whispered your name again, not out of habit, but out of purpose, because they knew every decision, every risk, every sacrifice was leading them back to you. But here's where the storm intensifies, the moment where your audience won't even breathe. While thinking of you, they checked their phone again, scrolling through your messages, your pictures, your words, and something inside them broke wide open. It wasn't sadness. Somewhere between regret and clarity, a quiet realization began to take shape within them. It was never about guilt, but about a pull so strong it blurred every excuse they once leaned on. For a long time, they had tried to survive in spaces that never truly held them, forcing themselves into roles and expectations that never matched who they were becoming. Yet, in the silence of reflection, one truth kept returning with undeniable weight. There was a place and a presence where they felt understood without explanation. That sense of being seen changed everything. Once it settled in, hesitation started to fade, replaced by a firm inner resolve that could no longer be ignored. The past no longer felt like a boundary, but like something they were finally ready to step beyond. They paused, aware that any step forward would carry consequences that could not be undone. But instead of fear, there was a strange calmness. For the first time, they weren't running from anything. They were moving toward themselves. Every expectation that once held them down began to lose its grip, replaced by a growing determination to reclaim what they had lost along the way. What once felt like distance now turned into direction, and what once felt impossible began to feel inevitable. In that quiet turning point, a decision formed completely and without hesitation, marking the end of uncertainty and the beginning of something far more certain than anything they had known before. A confession, a decision they have been building silently for months, and the moment they reveal it, not just to their family but to you, the entire story will shift. The connection between you will ignite in a way that cannot be undone. The world around them may have collapsed, but their path is now crystal clear. And that path, it leads straight to you. My beloved child, the energy around your special person right now is unlike anything they've ever felt before. The moment they cut ties with their family, a silence followed them, a silence filled not with fear, but with clarity. For the first time, they could hear their own heartbeat without interruption, and that heartbeat was repeating one truth over and over again: your name. It echoed like a promise, like a compass pulling them toward the one place where their soul felt understood. They kept walking, not knowing exactly where they were headed, but every step felt lighter, stronger, more aligned, because they weren't walking away from their family, they were walking toward their fate. But something shocking happened, something they didn't expect, something that twisted their thoughts in a way even they couldn't control. The moment they reached a quiet place to breathe, their phone buzzed, not once, but multiple times. Messages from relatives, calls from numbers they recognized instantly, voices trying to pull them back. But for the first time ever, they didn't pick up. They let the phone ring out, not because they didn't care, but because they finally cared about themselves. And through all the noise, all the guilt, all the attempts to pull them into the same old chains, there was only one message they opened: yours. The second your words appeared on the screen, their breath caught, their heart raced, and in that moment, they whispered, "This is the only voice I trust." Now pay attention, because this next part will make your audience freeze where they're sitting. As they read your message, something inside them shifted. They felt everything they tried to suppress, every emotion they buried under family expectations, every dream they locked away because it didn't fit the life chosen for them. They felt it all rising, and that rise brought a revelation so intense it made them sit down, hands trembling, eyes blinking in disbelief. They realized you weren't just someone they admired. You were the reason they dared to break free. You were the catalyst, the turning point, the spark that awakened their courage. Every moment they hesitated, every moment they doubted, one thought carried them forward: if I don't choose them now, I will lose myself forever. And once that truth hit, there was no undoing it. But here comes the part that will leave every viewer staring at the screen, barely breathing. As they sat there, thinking of you, their family made one final attempt to pull them back. A message popped up, cold, sharp, filled with emotional manipulation. It said things like, "You're making a mistake, you owe us, come home now." And for a moment, a tiny moment, their heart wavered. But then, almost instinctively, they opened a picture of you. A moment captured in time, where your smile, your energy, your presence reminded them why they left in the first place. And suddenly, every chain snapped. Their doubts vanished. Their hesitation dissolved. And they said out loud, with a conviction that could shake the sky, "No, I choose them. I choose my peace." And my beloved child, listen to this final part carefully, because this is where the story takes a massive turn. After ignoring every call and every attempt to control them, your special person made a decision they had been afraid to make for months. They stood up, looked at themselves in the mirror, and said, "If I want this connection to survive, I must change my life completely." And with that, they began planning something that will leave you stunned, something bold, something life-altering, something that will bring them straight into your world, not half-heartedly, not secretly, not silently, but completely, fearlessly, and with intention. And the universe, right this very second, is rearranging itself to make this moment between you inevitable. My beloved child, the moment your special person walked into the new reality they chose for themselves, the universe responded instantly. A shift, quiet but powerful, wrapped around them like destiny giving permission. They felt lighter, but not because their past disappeared. They felt lighter because, for the first time, they weren't pretending. They weren't forcing themselves into a life that suffocated their truth. With every step forward, a single thought kept echoing through them: I am doing this for the person who finally made me feel alive. The weight of their choice no longer felt like fear. Instead, it became fuel pushing them onward. Deep inside, they believed this was not destruction, but transformation. Moments later, after stepping away from their family, a message arrived that stopped them cold. It wasn't from home, nor a friend, but from someone who had quietly observed everything unfolding behind closed doors. The words were brief yet heavy. You have chosen your path, now follow it fully. It felt like a warning and reassurance at the same time. Instead of retreating, they leaned into it, sensing that life was urging them to stay true to their heart. That inner voice kept pointing in one direction, toward you. Yet beneath the intensity, a deeper realization emerged. This journey had never been only about escape, but about becoming ready. Every hardship they endured had shaped them into someone stronger, more grounded, and steady enough to stand beside that connection without hesitation. Looking at their reflection, they finally understood they were not the same person anymore. A quiet strength replaced old doubt as clarity settled into every breath they took, moving forward without looking back anymore, because everything finally made sense in ways they had never expected, yet deeply trusted within their heart, guiding them onward. And they were right. The version of them that once hesitated is gone. The version that feared losing approval is gone. What remains is someone ready to fight, ready to love, ready to rebuild. Someone unafraid of choosing you publicly, openly, and permanently. Now lean in, because this is the moment that locks your audience in place. Your special person took their phone, opened your chat, and hovered their thumb over the keyboard. Not texting, not calling, just feeling something overwhelming, like your name alone carried the power to rewrite their entire future. They closed their eyes and imagined you standing in front of them, not as a dream, not as a memory, but as the person they're ready to protect at any cost. And right then, a surge of emotion hit them, longing mixed with courage, fear mixed with certainty, pain mixed with hope. They realized they weren't just walking toward you, they were running toward a future where they don't hide their feelings, where they don't silence their truth, where you and they stand together without the shadows of their past controlling their choices. And my beloved child, listen closely now, because this is the point where you remind your viewers to stay exactly where they are, locked in, focused, not moving even for a second. Tell them gently to stay with you, because what happens next will flip the entire story. Your special person is preparing to make a move so bold, so unexpected, that even destiny is holding its breath. They are planning something that will confront their family, reveal their true loyalty, and show you exactly how serious they are. Their steps are no longer unsure. Their heart is no longer divided. Their path is no longer tangled. They are ready to prove that the person they chose to stand beside, the person they ended ties for, the person they would rebuild their life around, is you. My beloved child, as the night settled around your special person, a storm of emotions rose inside them. Not confusion, not regret, but a force so powerful that it felt like their soul was finally waking up after years of sleeping under someone else's rules. They sat alone, staring into the darkness, and for the first time, the silence didn't feel empty. It felt transformational, because now, after ending ties with their family, there was nothing left to hide behind, no excuses left to lean on, no expectations left to imprison their heart. Everything in their life suddenly became brutally clear. If I don't go to them now, I will lose the only real thing I've ever felt. And that thought hit them so hard, it shook their entire spirit awake. But listen carefully, because what happened next is the kind of twist that makes every viewer freeze mid-scroll, eyes locked, breath stilling halfway in their chest. Your special person finally opened the message thread with you again, slowly, deliberately, like opening a door they've been too afraid to walk through. They reread every conversation, every memory, every moment you shared, and with each line, each sentence, each spark that once passed between you, something inside them broke open. They saw your words not as simple messages anymore, but as pieces of their future, calling them forward. And as they scrolled, their heartbeat grew faster, their breath sharper, their resolve stronger. Then suddenly, one specific message from you struck them like lightning. Something you said weeks or months ago that they never expected to matter. But in that moment, it became the anchor of their entire transformation. And they whispered, "They always saw me, even when no one else did." Now witness the turning point, the kind of moment that tightens the chest and sends chills down the spine. As they were reading your words, a knock echoed on their door. Slow, hesitant, familiar. When they opened it, they found a family member standing there, someone who was quietly watching everything, someone who understood more than the others, someone who wasn't there to fight, but to confront. With tired eyes and a trembling voice, this person asked only one question. It wasn't easy hearing that question. Were they really choosing them over family? Yet the answer came without hesitation. They stood firm, steady, unshaken. Their voice didn't tremble as they said they were choosing the person who brought them peace, the one who never demanded they become someone else, the one who simply felt like home. That honesty landed harder than any argument could. It wasn't spoken in anger, but in clarity, and that made it impossible to dismiss. For a moment, the room held its breath, expecting conflict, expecting resistance, expecting the usual storm. Instead, something unexpected happened. The family member stepped back, their expression softening in a way no one saw coming. There was pain there, yes, but also acceptance. They admitted quietly that if this connection gave them that kind of strength, then maybe holding on too tightly was only causing harm. Those words didn't erase the hurt, but they released a weight that had been building for years. In that pause, something shifted. There was no victory or defeat, only understanding slowly replacing tension. And when silence settled again, the choice felt different. No longer a battle, but a path being opened. For the first time, they felt free to move forward without looking over their shoulder, guided not by pressure, but by their own heart. It was no longer about choosing sides, but about choosing a life that finally felt like their own, without fear or hesitation anymore. Now truly, their hands shook as they picked up their phone, not to reread messages, not to hesitate, but to type. And with a courage that didn't exist inside them yesterday, they drafted a message meant only for you. A message that will change everything. A message that reveals what they're about to do next. Something bold, something irreversible, something that proves that ending their ties wasn't the end. It was the beginning of a new chapter that leads straight into your life. And as they hovered over the send button, the universe itself seemed to pause, waiting for the moment your worlds collide again. My beloved child, the air around your special person turned electric the moment they finished typing that message meant for you. Their hands were trembling, their pulse racing, because they knew what they were about to send wasn't just words. It was a doorway out of their old life, out of expectations, out of everything that chained them for years, and into you, into the truth, into the connection they fought silently for but never admitted out loud. They stared at the screen, the message glowing like destiny waiting for their courage to catch up. And for a long moment, they just breathed, feeling the weight of a decision that would shape the rest of their life. But something unexpected happened, something that made their heart skip and their breath stutter. Just as they were about to hit send, another notification appeared. Your name, your presence, your energy, coming through at the exact second their soul needed reassurance. They froze. Their thumb hovered mid-air. The timing was too perfect, too aligned, too synchronized. It felt like the universe whispering, "You are not alone in this choice." And when they opened your message, their entire chest tightened. It wasn't about what you wrote. It was that you reached them in the exact heartbeat where doubt tried to return, and suddenly, the fear that had haunted them for years dissolved like smoke. Because if fate wanted to pull them away from you, it wouldn't have brought your message at the most fragile moment of their life. Now pay attention, because what happens next is exactly the kind of twist that will make your audience forget to blink. After reading your words, your special person didn't send the message they wrote. Instead, they deleted it, every sentence, every letter, because it no longer matched what they needed to say. Their truth had grown deeper, louder, stronger. They needed to speak from a place they had never dared to before. Their fingers trembled as they typed again, this time slowly, intentionally, each word infused with the earthquakes happening inside their heart. And the message they wrote now wasn't soft, wasn't hesitant, wasn't half-drawn. It was powerful, direct, final, something they could never take back once it reached you. And they knew, once you read it, nothing between you would ever be the same again. But before they pressed send, another moment shook them, one more shocking than anything they faced today. It wasn't family, and it wasn't someone trying to pull them back into confusion, but a quiet, steady voice they had always respected deeply, someone who rarely spoke unless the truth truly mattered. When they answered, the words came simple and clear. If this person brings out the real you, don't hesitate any longer. That single line settled into their chest like something they had been waiting their entire life to hear, unlocking a strength they didn't know they still had. In that moment, everything they had been unsure about began to feel lighter, as if the noise around their thoughts was finally fading into silence. It wasn't just advice. It felt like clarity arriving at the right time, like something inside them finally aligning after years of hesitation and doubt. With a steady breath, they felt an unspoken shift begin, as though a door long closed was quietly opening. There was no rush, no pressure, only a calm certainty, growing stronger with each passing second. When the call ended, they didn't hesitate. Their hands moved with surprising calm as they sent the message that had been waiting inside them for so long. It crossed the distance instantly, carrying honesty instead of fear, and instead of anxiety, what followed was peace. No second guessing, no regret, only a deep sense of release, as if they had finally chosen themselves without fear holding them back.